Today, there is little doubt that Iran's religious dictatorship is the primary instigator of Islamic fundamentalism, terrorism, and regional instability in the Middle East. It's the head of the snake. Its removal is the responsibility and goal of the Iranian people and their organized resistance. However, Western capitals must fulfill their absolute responsibility by holding the regime accountable for its murder, terror, and mayhem. The unyielding resolve of the Iranian resistance, especially the MEK's resistance units, in toppling the oppressive regime has served as an inspiration for Iran's rebellious youth as they defy the regime and target the IRGC and centers of despotic rule. However, a unified resolve across both sides of the Atlantic is essential in aligning with the Iranian people's efforts. Western capitals must decisively abandon their 4-decade-long flawed policy of appeasing the Tehran tyrants at the expense of the Iranian people and their democratic resistance. Mrs. Mariam Rajavi, President-elect of the National Council of Resistance of Iran, proposed a clear solution in her recent remarks to British parliamentarians. First, designate the IRGC as a terrorist entity and enforce it. Second, activate the snapback mechanism according to UN Security Council Resolution 2231 and bring back all the sanctions against the regime, place the regime under Chapter 7 of the UN Charter. And third, recognize the Iranian people's struggle to overthrow the regime and support the young Iranians fighting against the terrorist IRGC. Mrs. Rajavi concluded her remarks by emphasizing, and I quote, "Our solution is clear and practical. The people of Iran are paying the price for this solution, but the overthrow of this regime will bring peace and security to the world," end of quote. Indeed, now is the time for the West to do its share.